It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see the dynamic Michael Penix Jr. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Falcons and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any... Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And off we go from Minneapolis. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the 8th pick in the draft. The lefty who led your alma mater, Washington, to the national championship game, Brock, Michael Penix Jr.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Penix working from the gun. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, Penix. Taken in by Dobbs. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Penix here from the gun. That pass complete to McMillan. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down from the red zone. Hits his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action. Here's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All set up now for 1st and 10. Benson once more. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now an inside give to Benson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Man in motion here. Young up 1st and 10. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Play action now, Young. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. It's caught, Ferguson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Sticking to the air, it's Young. The throw is caught. And he's tackled for the 1st down yardage. They've got a man in motion. Young on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Handoff headed left to Benson. And the struggle seeping into the ground game now as he's held up at the line. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Now it's Young. Benson's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 13. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They motion a receiver left. On 1st down, here's Penix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air with Penix. That's into the hands of Dobbs. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and you're taking that short completion.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Penix now on 1st down. This finds Downs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the 27. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action. Here's Penix. This throw is cupped. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, or opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff now from the gun. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Penix now. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Trying for it with Penix. He brings it in. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on. And turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Penix. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Escapes out, caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! It's picked up by the Vikings, going the other way. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Up and good from Blankenship. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would love a touchdown more.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings trailing in the early going. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Complete to Michael Wilson. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Young finds McConkey. And he drives this forward to the 6. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Young on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Zerline with the extra point. And the Vikings tie things 10-10. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Taken in by Harrison. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And a man is there to knock that away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Richardson. And that one is incomplete. And the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working from the gun. It's Richardson. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. This from 40 on the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this game. The visiting Falcons taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right.
And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. And off to Benson to start the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Young working from the gun. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Benson on 1st and 10. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Young on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll try and run this.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Wilson on the slant. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And off to Benson from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Young to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They'll try it right with Benson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Benson now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That pass complete to McMillan. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Vikings football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action now, Young. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. So no return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Penix now on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Running back sent in motion. Penix on 1st down. He's got him. That's McMillan. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix working from the gun. Taken in by Dobbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And again, it's Penix. He's got Harrison. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And he's taken down at the 30. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's a 13-13 ball game as we get ready for the 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Simple dive up the middle. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. There's a handoff off the gut. And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. A 27-yard look here. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. They give on 2nd to Benson. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Young throwing here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Got 49 on his 1st punt. This one looks even longer. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. This finds Dobbs. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Sending a receiver left. On 1st down, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Slot receiver headed left. Play action. Here's Penix. Throw wheeled in by Higbee. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. He rolls to... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. We send a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Taken in by Harrison. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They're running the option, short side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Another carry for him. And this one doesn't go far. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And just a
what you talking about. This or something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so when it's slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, 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 in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Said, baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so it's slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
I'm gonna tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this. Aren't you tired of working down to the bone? Giving your checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can turn the dirt into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home. The price of easy living is a bit of your soul. No appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet set to fold. You poor thing, I hate to see you living so damn cold. I bet it feels like you're free, just like you wanted to be. Keep you happy, sell you piece by piece. Poor thing, but you can live like me. I wanna make you believe that you're filthy. I can make you clean. Poor thing, poor thing. Now I know you got a lot on your plate, pushing the rock up the hill, falling down to your grave. I can help you carry all that weight. Reach out your hand to me, child, if you wanna be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day, and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.